Hey guys, back again. Yes, I have the same shirt because I'm doing my videos in chunks. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, welcome to day 7 of 12 Days of Anime. And today will be another thoughts video. And this will be a thoughts video on the anime that I just watched this year. Even though it came out, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago now. And that is Clannad and Clannad After Story. Ever since I got into anime, I've always heard that Clannad is this series that's just so great and amazing, and it's super sad and it's super emotional, but you have to watch it. It's so great, so great, so great. And I always kept putting it off. I never watched it, I guess, I'll get to it later. Because at that time I wasn't really watching slice of life shows. I wasn't really watching romance animes. I wasn't really watching these shows. But over the years I've gotten into watching romance shows, slice of life shows, even a few yaois here and there. So I've kind of built up a different I guess repertoire is how you would describe that, of anime. And so I was like, okay, add to my list, I'm going to watch Clannad. So I watched Clannad first. It's amazing. It is a great show. It's a great show. It wasn't as sad. Now, I didn't think it was as sad as people had said it was. I always got the impression that Clannad was like people dying, and I don't know. I got the wrong impression of it, but it was sad to a point. The Fuchan stuff, where her being in the coma, but she was also there at the school, but it was just, she was just there mentally because she was in the coma. That was very sad, but it was also kind of, the scenes with her were funny, and so it kind of had a happy part to it. And after that, to me, Clannad, the first series, kind of just flowed on, and it was just a slice of life show with good comedy, good characters, and that was it. After Story is a completely different story. I thought Clannad was great. After Story was amazing. After Story hit so hard, so quick, and it was just like, psh, my mind was exploded. It was, why haven't I watched this before now? This is beautiful and amazing, and the characters and the story, and like, as much as I love Clannad, I love After Story even more. Clannad is a great starting point to build you up to After Story, but After Story is really where the show just kicks off and goes, and it doesn't look back. They hit you with everything, but from them getting married, and then Nagisa dying was horrible. I almost couldn't handle it. Because I saw it coming from when she got sick before graduation. I was like, okay, she's getting sicker, they're going to kill her. Then she got better, and she got pregnant, and she was having a child. I was like, okay, well, maybe they're not going to kill her. And then, bam, she died. And it was like, no, they killed Nagisa. How dare they? And I know it's a visual novel, so it had a very visual novel feel to it, but still it was like, we've been invested in this character since the beginning. And you've seen her gradually grow into this person who was just the kid who had no friends in school, was held back from being sick before, and just kind of hung out with her parents, and that was it. To this girl who was outgoing and had tons of friends and had a boyfriend and was outgoing, and just to see her regress back to being that sick girl again, and seeing how, even though she was in pain, she didn't want to put anybody else in pain. It was sad to watch. And then to see her get better again, and to just know that she was going to fall back again and eventually die. It was sad. It was really sad and really hard to watch. But it also made the series great, because then you got to see the character build between Tomoya and Tomoya and his daughter. Because then they built that relationship together, because when Nagisa died, he kind of just separated themselves, and her parents took. I don't want to say that. I'm gonna. Oh, I'm just gonna say Oshia. I think I'm destroying that name, but yeah. And so the parents took her, and he would see her every now and then. But then they built their relationship together. It was father and daughter, and it was beautiful. And he was working hard, and he was living with her, and they had the Big Dungo family, and it was beautiful. And then Clannad just was like, no, this is too perfect, we can't have this. We just have to destroy it again. And bam. When she got sick, I knew. And it was horrible. It was like, no, she's sick. And you knew it was the same thing that Gisa had, which when you watch it, they hint that it's not even a real sickness as much as it is a sort of curse from the town. Excuse me, it's a curse almost from the town, where the town is kind of like, it only allows you to be happy for so long before they have to intervene and make you look back on your life and see what could have been and what could possibly be, and then back and forth. So it was almost like a connection to the town was making them sick. And when the child got sick, I knew. It was like, no, they're not. They can't. I was like, they can't kill the child. Fu Chun had come back into the picture. She was out of her coma. She was coming around all the time. She was hanging out with the little girl. They were becoming best friends. They even sort of hinted at Fu Chun and Tomoya weirdly enough liking each other. Like it was there. They didn't really go anywhere with it, but it was kind of there. But it was funny, and they were having fun. And then when she got sick, I was like, okay, here we go. I'm like, well, she'll be fine. There's only 6 episodes left, maybe 5. She'll get fine and no problem. And she didn't get better. And she didn't get better. And she didn't get better. And that episode where she tells him she wants to go to the field of flowers, and he doesn't want to take her, and you can see that she's dying, and the sad part about it is that she knows she's dying, because she says, no, we have to go now, I want to go now. And when they're walking in the snow, and she's barely making it, and then she collapses, and you know that's it, and she dies right there. And it was heartbreaking, and it was hard to watch. And as much great character story as Clannad after story had between Tomoya, Sunohara, everyone had great. Because I also love the episodes where Sunohara kind of got away from his sister, because his sister got where she didn't want him to be her big brother anymore, and he just was like, well, if you don't want me to be your brother anymore, then I just won't be. And he was serious about it. He was serious about letting that connection go and letting her do her own thing and he do his own thing. And seeing that connection also kind of break off for a while was really good, because we got to see him be a more serious character other than just Tomoya's silly sidekick. He became a more serious character, and he became, his own person almost. And that was really good. And so, After Story just had so much emotion, so much characters build up, so much. I mean, everyone had their own backstory. Everyone had, even Fu Chun's brother-in-law worked with Tomoya at the electrical place. His backstory of him being a rock star at one point to now, where he is now, everything was just so well done, so much character driven, and I mean it was excellent. It was amazing. It could not have been better, and I highly recommend it. Like, you have to watch Clannad first to kind of get a connection with each character, but After Story will just tear your heart away. And if it doesn't, I don't know what will. But After Story was amazing. Pure genius. I love it. It is now one of my all-time favorite animes. And I will say the one tiny flaw would be toward the end. The last probably 3 to 4 episodes, which would be about 22, 23, 20, and 24. Last 3 or 4, somewhere in there. And that's only because once she dies, the child dies, they kind of stray away into a alternate universe to where everything reverts back, and Tomoya doesn't date Nagisa, and he's dating one of the other girls, and other stuff goes on. And I get it. It is based on a visual novel, so I get it. So that's that visual novel aspect of it, to where there's an alternate ending, and there are alternate endings in visual novels all the time. So I get it. So it's just a nitpick, and they were still good episodes. They were funny. They had they were more comedic than anything else in the show. They weren't really serious. They were just kind of funny episodes that were there, and they worked. It was a good way to end the show, because instead of having him grieve and having him just, well, they could have had him just potentially just break down from losing his wife and then his child. They kind of showed you what would have happened if he had another life, and it works. I did enjoy it, but that's one small flaw in the series. But overall, it's a great show. I gave it a 10 on my anime list, and I don't give out 10s very often, but it's brilliant. And my picture on my phone now, my lock screen, is now of Tomoya, Nagisa, and the child. So yeah, I love it. So yeah, that was my ramble on Clannad and Clannad After Story. Beautiful show, beautiful series. Yeah, you guys should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it yet, like me. So yeah, that's day 7 of 12 Days of Anime. Yeah, like the video, subscribe. If you've seen Clannad, tell me what you thought about it. And did you like it? Did you not like it? Did it live up to your expectations? Did it not? Yeah, so until then, Maho out.